Hello racing fans, and a warm welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best, bet with WSB, a leader in the fixed odds betting market and number one, numero uno in the anti-post betting market. What's happening on this weekend show? Well, we raced alongside Turpentine in Durbanville on Saturday, move over to Greyville on Sunday, and I've picked out 4 horses to follow on Trackside. And as always, there'll be 2 trebles up on the World Sports Betting menu. So away we go with those 4 horses, and we'll begin in race number 4 on Saturday at Turpentine. This is a maiden plate for 3-year-olds over 1,450 meters, and we're going with the combination of Terry and Hewitson. The filly's name is Wakanda, horse number 8. She's had 3 runs. She put in a promising debut, and then next time out she followed up with another decent run over 1,450 meters. Over the course and distance, she ran 3rd behind Noble Striker. From that form line, Aragosta was a direct winner from that form line, and there have been subsequent winners as well. In fact, 4 subsequent winners from that form line. And then last time out, well, there were valid excuses when she ran 5th behind Bold Act. She was struck on the muzzle. She was reported coughing. So things didn't go according to plan. So under the circumstances, you could say that she ran a fair race. That form line has held up very well. Bold Act winning, Hollywood Bound winning, Tinder Dry won, and also won again on Thursday at the Val. And Zazu has been a subsequent winner from that form line as well. So after that last start, well, the stable have given her some time off, and she'll be back now. It's close to 5 months that she hasn't raced, and I'm expecting the stable to have a, if not 100%, 80-90% ready to put in a decent run coming off this break. And just on the strength of the form lines that she represents, I'll make her the filly to beat, horse number 8, Wakanda. So we'll be hoping that she can deliver in the first of the 2 trebles. We then move along to Durbanville, and it is race number 8. This is a maiden plate over 1,400 meters, and this individual, the son of Dynasty, his name is Navy Strength, trained by Justin Snape, will be partnered by Richard Fourie. He was well beaten on debut, finished at the back of the field, but there were valid excuses for that poor effort first time out at Kenilworth over 1,200 meters. And you can't read too much into that run. And he showed next time out that the ability is certainly there. When they stepped him up to 1,400 meters at Durbanville, raced towards the back of the field. It was a small field, but he started to catch the eye over the final 400 meters. In fact, he finished that race in the quickest time, 22.5 seconds. So he was still racing green that day. He was running around at the business end, but managed to run a decent race and pass a few to get that 3rd position. When you pull out his pedigree, well, it's certainly a serious pedigree when you look at the siblings that he's, that are in his pedigree, the likes of Snowdance, Victorian Secret, Beat the Retreat, and of course the unknown, unbeaten, should I say, not unknown, the very well known and unbeaten Captain Fontaine, who's trained by God Puller. So he's well related. This 1,400 meter trip now at Durbanville sees him get a much better draw. Last time out drawn 5 out of 8. This time is 3 out of 10. He's had the 2 runs to just learn his trade, get to know what it's all about. And if he's not too green like he's been in his first 2 starts, I just feel that he's a horse that's ready to win now. He's had the 2 runs, as I mentioned, and now Justin Snape should have him spot on the day. And I fancy number 8, Navy Strength, will be priced up as the top one in this race, and no doubt the horse to beat. Then we move along to Greyville on Sunday, and I've left 2 horses for Greyville. The first of the 2 comes up in race number 3. And he's a son of Futura in this maiden plate, 1,400 meters, trained by Louis Courson, and he gets the services of Anton Marcus. Well, first time out, he drifted right out in the betting that was at Scottsville over 1,200 meters. There was no interest for him in the betting market, and the connections must have been really pleased with that run because he ran a close-up third behind a horse that was equipped on Trackside called Sikulu, trained by Wayne Bardenos and Barbara Kennedy. So that was a very good introduction. Now, just to let you guys know, if you have a look at race numbers 2 and 3 in whatever form guide that you are using, you'll see they both races are maiden plates over 1400 meters. So with the number of horses that were declared for this particular race, the race was split. So races 2 and 3 is a split race. And I just feel that with this horse now, dodging a horse like Running Rifles, who find himself in race number 2, he's found, I don't like to say it, but he's found the lesser, stronger of the two races that were split. And I haven't tipped Running Rifles on the show because I think there's a horse called One Bout at a Time from the Guard Puller stable that will be a massive runner in race number 2. But this horse, I think if Running Rifles has to win or finish a close-up second or third, this horse will definitely shorten in the betting number 4, Cyber Time. So we'll keep a close eye on how Running Rifle goes in race number 2, and that will give us a bit more confidence with Cyber Time here in race number 3. And I just think for the natural improvement from one run to the next, horse number 4, Cyber Time, must be a massive contender for top honors. Nicely drawn at 4, going around the turn at Grayville. Number 4, Cyber Time, is part of our play. And then to round off our 4 horses to follow will be race number 4. Now I had a good look at this field, and with all due respect to all the runners in the race, it's not the strongest maiden around. It's a maiden plate over 1800 meters, and I think the door could be left wide open for the horse that's got the most improvement to come, and his name is Manhattan Cafe. He debuted at Grayville on the poly track over 1600 meters, drawn 10 out of 10, and he finished 5th. He was only beaten 4.5 lengths by a more experienced horse in Bend the Rules. Now it's always difficult stepping a horse out over 1600 meters anywhere in the country, so I thought this horse gave a really good account of himself. Number 3, Manhattan Cafe. And against this type of field, when you put out his form line behind Bend the Rules, second in that race was Royal Monarch, who's come up to frank that form, and third in that race was Green Gallant, who has since come out to run third. So the form line's looking good, it's looking bright. There'll be no problem with the extra distance, well, 1600 to 1800 meters. And I think he looks like the right horse in this field. The fact is, he's just had the one run. There's some horses in the race that have form to recommend, but they've been tried and tested. And I think this is the individual that we are going to go for to close off what could be a nice day with those 2 trebles. So let's go to those 2 trebles, which will be put up on the World Sports Betting menu. And it will be Wakanda at Turpentine, into Navy Strength at Durbanville, and then into Manhattan Cafe, that was at Grayville. And then I've left out Wakanda and included Navy Strength into Cyber Time into Manhattan Cafe. And that is it, people, racing fans. I trust that you're all well and you're all looking forward to this weekend's racing. It's a busy weekend, a double header on Saturday, and of course the standalone meeting at Grayville on Sunday. So all that's left for me to say is, on behalf of World Sports Betting, I'd like to thank all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer. Find all the winners over this weekend, and until next weekend, you take care. Salani Gasta.